ลสวัสดีค่ะเพื่อนๆเดี๋ยววันนี้เชฟเราจะมาทำพิซซ่าตามไปดูค่ะว่าวันนี้เชฟของเราจะทำพิซซ่าหน้าตาอะไรนะคะตอนนี้พิซซ่าโดนะคะกำลังดีฟรอสต์นะคะเขาจะทำแค่ครึ่งเดียวนะคะก็เลยหั่นออกมาแค่เหลือแค่ครึ่งเดียวทำเป็นชิ้นเล็กๆนะคะตอนนี้เชฟกำลังดึงสติอยู่นะคะโมแต่หัวเราะเชฟเขินกล้องค่ะ
Hi, good evening everybody. Tonight I'm going to be making a quick recipe just to show you how to make a homemade pizza at home. Now we have a pizza stone that I'm going to try to use tonight, but if not, you can also just cook it on a regular sheet pan like this. This one's round, actually made for pizza. Now I've already preheated my oven to 450 degrees. Earlier you saw the dough already being defrosted in the bag. This is just store-bought frozen pizza dough. I can't talk tonight. First thing you want to do is once it's at room temperature, you want to go ahead and make it into a ball and smooth it out onto a floured surface. You want to do this to get the wrinkles out of it, any bubbles that are in the dough or anything else. A couple different techniques here. Whatever works, not that important. After this is actually just of half a serving of dough that I bought from a local Walmart or Publix or something. What you want to do here is you want to flatten it out. Using your hand, using a roller here. Definitely needs to be nice and floured because it will tend to get sticky. It's going to take a little bit of effort too. You're going to have to knead the dough a bit. There's many different types of techniques that you can use. This is just one that I like to use. As you can see, we got a long way to go. This dough is not as flexible and stretchy as some other previous doughs that I've used, but we'll get there. Just want to keep an eye out for any thick parts of the dough. You want to go ahead and hit them first. Smooth it out because we're going to be creating a nice thin crust here. And occasionally you might get a hole. You can just repair it by pushing the dough back together. And we're just trying to get into somewhat of a circle shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be a circle either. If you want to use a regular cookie sheet, you can do that as well, which is going to be a rectangle. You can make any shape you want. It really doesn't matter. Cut it however you want. Remember, this is at home. We're not at a restaurant here. We don't care. It's whatever we want to do. You want to make a Halloween pizza, a heart pizza for Valentine's Day, whatever.
People, he got a whole problem.
Yeah, that's my wife. She's a little P-bot today. I can't flip it because it's already ruined, huh? Flip it a little bit if you want. This actually does help spread out the dough. But as you can see, we got quite a bit of holes in this one.
Fix the hole, fix the hole.
Cut.
Yes, people, he fixed the hole. He can fix everything in this world.
I don't know about everything.
He's a handyman. He can fix everything in the house.
Just remember, when you're getting the dough ready, flour is your friend. Without a doubt.
I don't have a friend named Flowers.
Well, now you do. Okay, now that we got the dough somewhat made, now we can go ahead and transition it to our pizza baking pan. Like I said, we're just going to use this one for start. And for today's preparation, a couple different ways we can do. I'm just going to use a finely ground cornmeal as a base here. And put that all over, nice and even. This will help give the crust a nice texture and a little extra crunchiness. Plus, like I said, I'm going to try to put this onto a pizza stone. So this will aid in the transfer from the pizza crust. I should say the dough from one pan over onto the stone. We'll see how that works. So at this point, like I said, I used just a half a recipe of dough. I don't need to spread it out to the full size of the pan. Because for my preparation tonight, this basically is just a preparation pan. That's all. I'm just about done. You can hear my oven's already preset. What we're gonna do, actually, I'm gonna poke a lot of holes in my dough. This will allow the crust to be a lot more airy and flaky and crunchy. That's kind of dough we're looking for tonight. I know they have a little kitchen device for this, but I don't have one, so I'm using a fork. Next, I'm going to apply a nice thin layer of olive oil. Don't need much. This just make it a little more authentic Italian. Adds a nice flavor to the crust too, plus it's healthy for you. Don't need a lot, just work it in here sparingly. Okay, that's good enough. Next we're going to add a thin layer of sauce. Some people like a little more sauce on their pizza, some like less. Totally up to you.
How about you?
I don't like too much. Just a nice thin layer. I'm more of a cheese guy than a sauce guy. But you just take it and bring it, just a little bit close to your crust, the end of your crust, I should say. And again, we're just looking for a nice, smooth evenness to this all the way around. And again, this is not homemade pizza sauce. This is just something I bought at the local grocery store. Many different types. But you can always add your own seasonings if you want to add a little bit to that. Remember, this is your pizza at home. You can do whatever the hell you want to it. Make it your own. Now, I'm a big fan of Italian seasoning, so I'm going to go ahead and put quite a good healthy dose of that right over the sauce. And I also like something a little spicy, so I'm just going to add a little crushed red pepper.
Ooh, spicy up. He loves spicy.
And then we're going to follow it with some cheese. You can use, I definitely prefer 100% mozzarella cheese, but you can use mozzarella with different variations. Provolone, Munster is a good choice. But you definitely want to have at least 50% of a good mozzarella. Okay, so now we got a light coat of mozzarella cheese on here. Now tonight we're just making a pretty simple pizza, just pepperoni. It's a spicy pepperoni, so it gives a little more extra kick. You just feel free to put it on any which way you want. There's obviously a billion different ways you can do this. Also going to add some fresh basil from the garden here that my wife just gave to me. I recommend fresh basil to any pizza, don't matter how you make it. Plus it's healthy for you, and it adds a very unique, distinct flavor, as anybody from Thailand knows, as it's in very many recipes for Thai foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, chai club. I'm going to finalize this with just another thin layer of cheese. Not too much. You don't want to weigh the pizza down too much. You want to cover up any remaining areas of sauce that you can see, and just give it a nice little sprinkling.
That is almost covered up.
And then there's nothing wrong with that. Again, this is your house, your homemade pizza. You can do whatever you want. And for a final touch, I'm going to add just a little more Italian seasoning on top. Okay. And at this point, you could either go ahead and transfer this to your pizza stone, which you've already had preheated in your oven, or you can just directly heat it on this this pizza pan directly in your oven. Like I said, it's 450 degrees. This particular dough asks for about 18 minutes or so. But as with anything for your first time, just monitor the clock, keep checking on it every now and then. And if you see any bubbles in the crust while it's cooking, you want to get in there with a fork and pop them. Because that's just going to ruin your crust. Okay, so we decided just to cook this directly onto the pizza stone. We're not going to be able to take it off because it's just going to ruin the pizza. This is our first time, so we're just experimenting. But you can go ahead and put it directly on there, that's fine. And that stone is so hot that it's going to give you a nice crispy crust no matter what. So I'm just now going to set the timer. I'm going to put it for 15 minutes for now, and then I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so this pizza's all done. So it ended up taking around 13 minutes. So like I said, you just never know. You just need to keep an eye on it. So we pulled it out of the oven. Now we just want to loosen it up all the way around. And then slide it onto something where you can eat it.
หอ
Cut
ม
it.
smells so good
I mean, you could cut it on that metal pan, but like a cutting board personally. And then just cut it up any way you want.
ว้าว so crispy
Yeah, it's got a nice little crispy crust to it. Not too much, and I think it might be just right.
พิซซ่าค่ะ
It's unclear what exactly happened. The wrong message. Controversial influencer is now under arrest. He's accused of
ร้อน
detained yesterday. Canadian police
อร่อยค่ะ so good babe
that pizza box was in the post.
Prosecutors are charging an additional man in a shooting at Mall of America near Minneapolis last Friday. 17-year-old Levon Longstreet is facing second-degree.
Alright.
Please like and subscribe to our channel, and have a great day.